that is aggressive intent, and that is what we I made that video for the first two T20 games. I was so happy because we were seeing that intent continuously. Today, poof, it was vanished. So, hello guys, welcome or welcome back to the KP show. We are here to bring you the coverage from the third T20I between India and England. So, the status of the match is England batted first. They got 171 for 9 at the end of their 20 overs, and India was able to get to only 145 for 9. And England managed to clinch the game by 26 runs and managed to pick up their first win in this series, leading the series. I think at a very good juncture at 2-1, considering the state of the two teams, and I think the upcoming games, Mumbai and Pune, good for England that they can provide a good fight to India, I believe. So without further ado, let's just deep dive into the third game. So Pratik, I think let's start with the very first thing that excited all of us. Mohammad Shami, he returned to playing for India after a long time. I think he hasn't played any cricket for India after the 2023 World Cup final, right? This was his
No,
comeback.
I think, yeah, that was the last game back in November 2023. And post that, he had that knee surgery, that recurrent knee problem that he has. And it was really good to see him back. Although I believe that the kind of wicket we had in Chennai, there we could have played him because it was kind of two-paged and the ball was moving off the good length. So
Yeah,
today also I think it was a good move to bring him back and introduce him as the Champions Trophy is just around the corner to get him some match practice. The pace was slightly down as per Mohammad Shami. I mean, he was in the mid 130s. Usually it
yes,
is in the low 140s or in the mid 140s for Shami. But that is fine. It will the pace will come in the further games because Pune and Mumbai both are pace friendly wickets. So that is a good sign, I believe. One thing I felt that he should have bowled all his 4 overs today, but he didn't for some reason. I don't know what it was.
yeah.
And then
I think
what do
for
you
me
want?
also the same. For me, what I observed from Shami is today he was again. We talk about the perfect seam presentation that Shami has. I think he was bowling that today. He landed
Yeah,
it perfect. Just that, as you mentioned, the pace was slightly down. But all in all, good signs for India, and hope that he comes good in the upcoming games as well. We need that practice from him so that he's fit and ready to go for the Champions Trophy. So let's talk about the opening from England side. Josh Butler, I think he was amazing in the past two games. Today, unfortunately, he couldn't get too many. He started off well, but unfortunately, he could not get too much. But Ben Duckett, this guy, the last two games, I think he was in some sort of a rush, and he lost his wicket both the times fairly cheaply. Last time, reverse sweeping Washington Sundar, he lost his wicket. But in this game, he was very good. I think he hit a six of Shami in his second over, the last ball of the second over,
yeah,
and I
he
think
scooped him over the keeper. Yeah.
that set the ball rolling for him. And from there on, he never looked back. What did you feel was the
Yeah.
difference for him from the compared to the previous game?
I mean, he was pretty clear in his plans how he is going to attack the bowlers because he was looking. He means if you have seen Duckett, he is a very good player, square of the wicket and behind the wicket. Today he made good use of it. He hit those scoop shot, those cheeky scoop shots and sweeps and all those things. Even he reverse swept, I think Sundar twice or thrice in his first over itself. Sundar went for 15 runs in that last over of the power play or the fifth over, whatever it was. I think
17.
fifth over,
Yeah,
15.
15, 15,
By
15
fifth
runs
over,
in that.
15 runs it went. Yeah, so he was really
Yes.
clear in his mind in what he had to do. One thing I'm not sure of what England is trying to do by playing Butler at three. And
Mm.
again, because Butler by far in the last 5 to 6 years, I mean from the start, from the time he started opening in the T20 circuit back in 2018, if you remember, with Rajasthan, Butler has been the best white ball opener, best opener in T20 cricket. I mean, there is no
Mm.
reason why you are playing him at three when he's the best batter in your side. And Phil Salt again, I think he is caught in two minds. Maybe the ball didn't come on, and Hardik Pandya was bowling with a scrambled seam. Ball didn't come off as quickly as he was expecting. Mistimed the shot, and then I think
I
Harry Brook
mean,
again. Harry
I mean,
Brook,
you just you mentioned that Butler didn't open. I almost thought he was the opener because
yeah,
Phil
he
didn't last too. He hasn't
yeah,
been lasting long at all. So it's almost
exactly.
like Butler is opening with one wicket down. But I think the change here they could make is if Butler could go to the top with opening with Phil Salt, this guy Duckett can play three. I think that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be a good.
Yeah,
But yeah, talk
because
about Harry Brook.
Duckett is very smart against the spinners. If you see, he plays
Hmm.
very well on both sides of the wicket. He has got all those kinds of sweeps both on both sides of the wicket, so he can come handy against
Today
the spinners.
today he was
Also,
playing
one more
a bit
thing,
straighter though. Today he was playing a bit straighter
he
though. I
was
think that
playing.
also
Yeah,
helped him.
yeah. Also, I mean, Butler and Salt were their opening partnership for the last 2.5 years since that World Cup in Australia when where Alex Hales used to open with Butler. I mean, why will
Yeah,
you break such a prolific opening partnership? I see no good reason in that.
exactly,
So, I
exactly.
mean, I don't know what is the think tank behind it. See, Baz
Yeah,
McCullum does all these kinds of things. Okay, if you
yeah.
remember the 2020 season from KKR, 14 games they had 14 different batting lineups. So this kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
weird
I mean,
things Baz McCullum does sometimes. Most of the times it doesn't work out. Let's be
yeah.
honest. Most of the
And,
times it
and
doesn't.
and something and something similar is happening with our side. We'll talk about that when we talk about
Yeah.
India's batting. But I think
Then
the it was a decent start to the power play before
yeah,
Varun Chakravarti bowled his first over. He bowled the last over of the power play, and
yeah.
he mixed his variations very well. He mixed the pace very well and kept it down to just 3 runs. And England were just 52 for one in the power play. Although it was a very good score, and I think it was the best power play that England had in the series. After that, the partnership was developing between Duckett and I think it was
Butler.
Butler at that
Butler
point
was
of
there.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
87 for one they were, and then Butler got out to Varun.
Varun.
So one
Reverse
thing
sweep.
I'd
I
like
think
to
here
say,
Samson must be praised
Samson
here.
took a
I think
brilliant review. Brilliant review from
brilliant review,
Sanju.
brilliant catch, and even better review. Yeah,
Exactly, because he was completely blindsided by the batter there. Brilliant catch
yeah,
and brilliant call of the review as well. But one thing I'd like to say here is Varun. I mean, how unlucky he has been. Like 5 wickets in 2 games in Africa as well as now against England, and both the times the team let him down. The batting. I mean, it's sad, really sad. He got, I think, 5 for 16 or 17 in South Africa in that second game, and they could not
I could
do the
remember.
thing.
Yeah.
The other part of the team, other bowlers could not defend the target. Then today again, I mean, after reducing them to 113 for six, I thought we could easily have kept them within 160 because nobody
Hmm.
was there apart from Livingston. And the last wicket, I think 151 for 9, and they continued piled up some 20 runs. Adil Rashid and Mark Wood. That was really bad. I mean, not good from the bowlers closing
Yeah.
down the innings.
I think that there was one thing at that point of time. What I felt is I think it was kind of intentional from India. Not saying to concede extra runs, but I think India tried to give confidence to Ravi Bishnoi because at that point, if you see, Axar still had his overs remaining, and Axar had slightly kind of an upper hand against Livingston. So Axar could have bowled that over. Maybe even you could have had Shami complete his quota because he bowled one over shot. That plan could have been there, but I felt India tried to give that confidence to Ravi Bishnoi, and hence they gave him the fourth over. I think which costed 19 runs and kind of turned the tide in England's favor. But again,
Also,
mhm.
yeah. Also, one more thing. I mean, on these kind of wickets, uh, how many spinners did we bowl? Five, right?
Yeah,
Five spinners is like you are trying to do an overkill there. You don't
it
require
is
that much
definitely.
because
And
the pitch was
Pratik,
not like it was not turning square. I think. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
as
yeah.
much as I
It was a good
watched, it
pitch to
was
bat. It was a good pitch to bat. To be
and
honest, I felt 170 should have been chased quite comfortably by India.
yeah,
Uh,
that's what.
and England even they were 10-15 short.
Definitely, because the way Livingston was hitting the ball with the straight bat, if you are trying to play slightly lower bounce, the if you compare the traditional Rajkot wicket, but it was nonetheless it was a 180 185 kind of a wicket,
For
and
sure,
there
for sure.
there we considered so many
Minimum
runs.
185. I
Yeah,
would
in
even
the
say maybe two.
even 200 could have been done if Butler would have stayed for like another 4 5 overs. Definitely, the
Yeah,
game was on. But kudos to Varun. I mean, Varun has been as good as Rashid Khan. I'll not hold back here. Okay, he has been as good as Rashid Khan. If you see in the last 5 10 games, he has 27 wickets in the last 10 games since he has made a comeback. Means after the T20 World Cup. 10 games he has played, 27 wickets. Can you imagine? With two fifers, that too against Africa and England. These are top
yeah.
T20 sides. So, I mean, what else? What else do you expect from him? He has been that good. Also, under bowling Shami, then again Axar, these are all your premier bowlers. This issue I think needs to be highlighted because this was the issue in South Africa as well. When Axar was bowling well and he didn't complete his quota. And again today, the same thing. He had gone for three
You
overs
know,
19.
I almost sense like how would I put it? I think we are trying too much there, just to kind of improve our bowlers. I get that, but again, I'll again come back to the combination. Even in the previous video that I did for the first two T20, as you were not there, I talked about this point that we had excess of spinners. In even in Eden, I felt that way, but I think that was a very good call by the management. They had three spinners, which was the order of the day. We did an overkill in Chennai by adding one more spinner. And I said this specifically that going forward in the next three venues, you're definitely going to see one extra pacer. But yes, we did see Shami
Definitely.
come in, but we saw Arshdeep being rested. Okay, I
I mean,
understand Arshdeep could have been rested, but you could have brought in Harshit Rana because he was there in the squad.
definitely. Definitely. Because you need to give that guy games, right? Okay, whatever happened in Australia, let it be. It was a different format. Harshit Rana is good in T20 side because he was brilliant in the IPL, right? You picked him because of his performances there, and now all of a sudden he doesn't find a game. And these wickets
Hmm.
are good for pace bowling. We saw that. We saw that with Mark Wood because Harshit Rana, okay, he can't bowl that high speeds like Mark Wood or Jofra Arshit, but he's similar kind of a bowler. Hit the deck and get
Into
the
the
movement
wicket,
out
bowl
of it.
into the
Yeah, into
bowl
the
into
wicket.
the wicket kind of bowler.
Definitely,
I think
and the side boundaries were really long here in Rajkot. It could have been
yeah,
beneficial.
yeah. So again, Hardik Pandya, I want to mention Hardik Pandya. I think he we'll talk about his batting wasn't good today, but with the ball, he has been doing great for India. And again, just goes to show the importance of Hardik Pandya in this side because he bowls. He's your seamer. You are using this the team. You are constructing the team the way you want. You are bowling four spinners. You have only one genuine pace bowler in Chami. You are using 4 overs from Hardik Pandya. So the balance that he provides to the team is quite crucial, as usual. I mean, yeah. But yeah, let's talk about the batting part. India. Uh, so again, for me, the loss does not hurt, and I'm not afraid of losing. I mean, it's T20 cricket. You lose a lot of games, but what I was hurt by was seeing the approach today. The first three wickets, okay, Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, even Sky, they were looking to get runs and they got out. Okay, I understood. Tilak and Hardik, that partnership I did not understand, to be honest. So Tilak hit a six after Surya's wicket, if I'm not wrong, to somebody, and then they started playing for
It
singles,
was
and then we
Livingston.
saw
He hit Livingston down
Livingston.
the.
Yeah, but after that, it was too much pressure on both those guys. I don't know why they were playing singles. I thought we were all about going in with an attacking mindset and you know crash, slam,
I
bang. But
mean,
it
I,
didn't.
I,
Tilak
I
lost
mean,
his wicket, and then you saw Sundar being promoted, and you saw what happened after that.
I don't understand the point here by Gautam Gambhir in every single game. I mean, why do you need to tweak the batting order? Give me one good reason. Tilak Verma has been brilliant on number three, scored 200s, won you the game in a tricky situation in Chennai, batting at number three. And we have emphasized on this particular thing many a times that the number three is the most important batting position in white ball cricket. That is the thing, right? Why do you want to change this every time you see? Why do you want a right left combination every time? Is it very necessary? Tell me one thing. Is it very necessary? Is Tilak Verma incapable of batting at number three along with Abhishek Sharma? That is not the reason, right? That guy scored 200s in the last 5 innings. He was not out for the last 5 innings. What is the reason behind it? Abhishek Sharma was going well. Why do you
Yeah.
want to do that? Every time you see something, there is a batting order. If the batting order changes, the same thing about England. Means why is Butler batting at three when he's your best batsman? He should open for you. Then again, Tilak Verma, they tweaked the batting position. Okay, some days you won't fire, that is fine, all fine. But again, Washington Sundar at five, Washington number at six. When you have someone like a Dhruv Jurel, who is so good a batter technically, we have sung praises of Dhruv Jurel. Means we have heard praises of Dhruv Jurel. We have praised Dhruv Jurel how compact a batsman he is, how good a technique he has, how good his temperament is,
I
and
think going
again,
in,
you are
going
not.
in. Mhm.
And the same problem they did with Rinku Singh at KKR. They didn't give him a chance to bat, and that costed him a World Cup ticket. Now again, Rinku Singh is not there. Okay, who is your number six? Dhruv Jurel is the man who replaced him. So ideally, he should come in. If not, Akshar Patel has done so well for you in the last 1 year. You should give him a chance. How come Washington Sundar
Definitely,
comes in at
this
number
is
six?
this is exactly the point that I was trying to make. So, obviously, the Tilak Verma and Sanju Samson part, like you mentioned, I would like to see the top three stay the way they are. If Tilak is at three, I would prefer Tilak at three. But if not, Sky is at three. No problem with that. Sky three, Tilak four. Just keep that part, kind of fixed. Okay, one odd game you change that. I get it. Every game for that right, just for that right left combination, please don't do that. I think that is not going to help. uh, I think that also costed Sky's form, I believe, because ever since he has
Yeah,
been playing this,
that will definitely cost someone's form because you don't know when you are going to bat.
yeah. uh,
Virat Kohli because he has a particular batting position.
and this kind of issue we observed during Virat Kohli's captaincy tenure as well. If you remember, Ishan Kishan was batting as an opener one day, at number 3 one day, number 5 one day. So that does not help. Again, that
Definitely, that
needs to
doesn't
be
help the player.
focused.
That doesn't help the team as well.
Yeah, and again, Washington Sundar batting higher. I know Gambhir wants to push Washington Sundar up, like as the upcoming all rounder, which is okay. But what about Akshay Patel? Akshay Patel is not that bad of a batter. Dhruv
Akshar
Jurel
Patel,
batting at number 8. If that was the plan going into the game, that Dhruv Jurel would bat so low down the order. I mean, why bother playing a Dhruv Jurel? Play a bowler.
play a fast bowler. Yeah, definitely.
If
If
not,
batting,
mhm.
Dhruv
If not
Jurel,
Jurel, at least Axar should play above Sundar, right? That is
definitely.
you
Without see, about Sundar, I'll make a point here. If you
just
see
chuck
Washington
everything.
Sundar,
Just chuck everything. Go back to the T20 World Cup final.
final,
Where did Axar
definitely.
Patel bat?
Number four, number five. When we are 34 for three, Patel comes in and he literally turned the game on its head. Otherwise,
That
we
is
are down and
aggressive
out.
intent. That is aggressive intent, and that is what we. I made that video for the first two T20 games. I was so happy because we were seeing that intent continuously. Today, poof, it was vanished. I mean, I don't
Exactly.
get that. Why?
After Surya's wicket, it seemed like they went into the shell.
Exactly. And it was not needed. It was not needed. You could have gone in more aggressively. You had Dhruv Jurel left as a batsman. Dhruv Jurel came in what, 17th, 18th over? What was the
Also,
use?
one more problem I see here. Livingston is their fifth bowler. If you see Bryden Cars, Jofra Archer, Mark Wood, Adil Rashid. Livingston is their fifth bowler, and Livingston is not someone like a. He's not a designated spinner, right? He is a part timer, right? You have to attack the fifth bowler. And here we missed that point again. We were defensive against Liam Livingston. And that costed Tilak. Tilak Verma went out against Adil Raja. That was a brilliant ball. It turned back and
That was,
sharply
I
took the
think, ball of the
middle
series.
peg. Yeah, middle peg in. And that was brilliant from Adil Rashid. But again, Hardik Pandya as well as, I mean, Washington Sundar, I don't know what he was doing. 6 of 15. against the part timers. I mean, come on, man. You can't expect something from someone like Washington Sundar, who has been in the international circuit like 6 or 7 years now. 2018, I think he made his debut. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever is the case, I mean, why will you not chance give Akshar Patel or a Dhruv Jurel who you brought in for Rinku, who used to who bat for you at six, who was your designated finisher?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't understand these
Again,
tactics from both of
that's
them.
a mess. That's an entire mess, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's not that we are criticizing because we lost. For me, the point still remains the same. It is, where is the intent? Come on, you promised us intent. I want to see intent. They also should not be afraid of losing these games. You will lose, but you submitted yourself to that principle that we are going to attack, and that was missing in this game. So test
Definitely.
cricket, one day cricket, different. You play situations and everything. Here you had to attack, and I mean we just went into the shell, which was needless. So that's one point. There are two other points that I want to discuss. For Tilak Verma, I see one weakness. I wouldn't call it weakness because it's very early days, but what I've seen from the last, I think, whatever years that I've been watching him, is that he somehow struggles against spin in the middle overs in terms of acceleration. He, not that he doesn't score boundaries, he scores, but he takes just that bit of extra time to get going against spin. That is one problem. And another problem that I've noticed is with Hardik, and I think you also would agree. We've seen that in that Melbourne game also, when Haris Rauf was bowling into his body full pace, he was struggling to get it away. I think that is an issue that is persisting with him.
See, Hardik traditionally is extremely good down the ground, especially in the V. But into the body, after that 21 season, his game has changed. Means post he moved to Gujarat Titans, his game has changed a lot. If you
Yeah,
see, he doesn't hit. He is not hitting those short arm jabs nowadays a lot. If you remember, he used to hit the short arm jabs really hard against Anrik Nokia or even a Kagiso Rabada in the 2020-21 season, if you remember. But
he used
now
to
it's kind of
he
rare.
used to he used to make good use of the depth of the crease. He used to
Yeah.
go in and he used to play those shots.
And he,
That
yeah, the flick and all. He used to do that, and the short arm jab also is kind of missing currently. And he also has a brilliant cut shot, although that is not effective into the body. But again, though he had all those shots, but in the last 1 or 2 years, it's very rare. These shots are very rare from his bat. So that is something
right.
I'd like to see from Hardik. And for Tilak Verma, okay, can be a case, but he's a good player of spin. Means, yeah, maybe the kind of acceleration that we are expecting, it's maybe too high for him currently. But yeah, he played well in the last game. I think he played the situation
I
really well.
would say
But
I would say he
today, I
doesn't
think
get.
he,
I won't say that he gets stuck or something like that. Just that the pace that he usually plays, he struggles there slightly. I think at that's also I think that also can be rectified. I think this pairing actually works. If you pair Tilak Verma with Abhishek Sharma or a Sanju Samson batting at number three, those two are exceptional players of spin. I think the partnership between Tilak Verma and Hardik Pandya is where we struggled. Why? Because one guy was bowling into the body for Hardik, he was not able to get it away. On the other side, spin was kind of keeping Tilak quiet. I think that combination same happened in the Sundar and Hardik partnership as well. Sundar couldn't get away the spinners, and Hardik was kind of struggling against the quickies. I think that combination kind of I would say slowed down the team. But yeah, it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, I see no point in playing Sundar currently. I'll be honest with you. Because the only point you play Sundar is because he can bowl some overs. Today he bowled only 1 over, went for
Bro,
plenty. Only lefty in their top six is Ben Duckett. He got smashed all around the park. And then he didn't get a chance to bowl. And then you promote him at number six when the game is already down, means the run rate is already stuck. The game is stuck, and then again it doesn't help the situation.
hmm.
And last game, did he bat? Sundar bat? Did he bat?
He did. He
Yeah,
did
he
well
did.
there. He did. But
Yeah.
he scored 21 of 15, I guess. So decent. But again, that is why the problem, even in the previous game, also we faced that problem. Just that Tilak Verma played exceptional innings towards the end, and Bishnoi got those runs. Arshdeep got, I think, got a
Six
boundary
runs.
underedged from Jofra, and those kind of things happened, which helped India win the game towards the end. But again, there also this kind of cost us the game almost. So I mean, yeah, Akshar Patel should bat higher. No, I don't get why no management is trusting Akshar Patel. The
And that
previous
made him
management,
the vice captain. They made him the vice captain. And now also they
yeah,
don't
but
trust him.
I don't get it why, because he's a very good player, and
And the problem
he
is you are not even bowling him his quota. And that is something I can't simply can't understand. He
no, no,
is
today.
not
So
bowling his
I
quota.
told you right. Bowling
Yeah.
part, I told you they are trying things. They were trying to give confidence to Vishnu. I understand that, but yeah, your point again stays valid. That yeah, if you're
I mean,
playing, use that guy.
at least he's your vice captain. He should be used to his full potential in all the
Yeah,
departments.
yeah,
And you are not doing it. And there is no
yeah.
good reason behind it. Why you are not doing it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, what can we say? But yeah, I think next game, I'm definitely sure that we are going to see an extra pacer come in, whether it's Arjdeep coming in back along with Shami, or it's Harshit Rana, or maybe even both. If I don't think both would be an overkill, because you already have Hardik who's consistently bowling those 4 overs, so
No,
you'll go with three
but
spinners and two bowlers.
But in Pune and in both Mumbai,
Hmm.
there is no use of three spinners. I'll be honest.
No,
Mumbai Indians never played three spinners. Never in my
no,
life
but
I have seen
but
Indians having.
Bishnoi Sundar. I think they are going to replace Bishnoi, because Bishnoi has played 3 games. He bowled 12 overs, and I think he has considered around 95, 96 runs, and has only the 1 wicket. That too of Harry Brook. Harry Brook again, 3 games,
No,
3 times he got out on googly. Today he picked the googly, still he got out.
hmm, that
He
is a
picked the googly.
problem. I
He
mean,
he inside a shit onto his thumbs.
see,
Call it
the
bad luck or whatever.
problem
So
the problem with Bishnoi, I have told you multiple times if you remember, the problem
he
with
doesn't turn.
Bishnoi is big. No, he doesn't turn. He's not a big turner of the ball, as well as his stock delivery is a googly. That is a big problem because
Yeah.
the what is the means
He has only two
coming in
balls,
as a
straight or googly.
yeah googly. Yeah, that is a big problem, right? If a good left-hander comes in, you are gone. Or someone like a Virender Sehwag of the old times, or currently Prithvi Shaw, if he starts firing all cylinders, it's game over.
Hmm.
They're going to decimate
Unfortunate
him.
for him. I mean, at one point he was kind of our premier bowler. He
He's still
had that accuracy.
really young. He's really young. And when Anil Kumble said a lot of good things about him, that means he's a very good talent. There is no doubt about it. Yeah, he has
His
to
USP
develop
was
those
accuracy.
variations. Yeah,
Uh,
but
his
he needs to
accuracy, and he used to bowl the right lengths, wherein the batsman would be confused whether to go forward, whether to go backward, and that's where he used to trap them in with those googlies. But I think, yeah, you cannot survive with one trick throughout your international career. That's the point, and I think he has good quality, and I think he will develop something. But yeah,
yeah.
so
Going
this
forward in Pune and Mumbai, I'd like to see a three-man seam attack, not including Hardik Pandya in that. Harshit Rana and Arshdeep both in for Sundar and this
Bishnoi,
guy Bishnoi. Because what I have heard is Harshit Rana can bat a bit, so it's fine if we can. And on those wickets, you need good bowlers. Otherwise, you are going to travel a lot. Pune and Mumbai both
hey,
are absolute
you
run
need
fests.
you need good new ball bowlers for sure. You need to get those early
Definitely.
wickets. Mumbai, especially. I think we are good to close today's video, and I think we'll see you guys in the next one, like after the fourth T20I, or meanwhile, if some news comes in, if we want to make a video, we'll do that. But yeah, see you in the next video. Up until then, ciao.